connecting you to our community, 11 Connects.
Carl Carlson. He is the CEO and founder of Carlson Financial. Nice to see you again, Carl.
Great to connect with you, Jen.
Always good to connect. And I know we are going through our big year-long series of understanding Epic 5i. It's a big name and it's got lots of components. So where are we today? I believe we're back to investment now. And what do we need to understand about investments?
Yep, so that's the second I of the 5 I's. And under investments, we're really talking today about risk and return. So how much risk do I take? And if I'm taking risk, then how much should I be rewarded, or what kind of money should I get returned to me based on how much money I risk?
And that's the big question. So how do we know? Give us an example of what that looks like over time, taking various forms of risk. And then how do we know what we personally should take on?
So in today's world out there, there's a lot of new IPOs. So that's companies going public for the first time. And a lot of those are companies like artificial intelligence companies and robotics and gaming companies. And so we're trying to figure out, do you invest in those? How much risk is going on there? Well, one of those companies that went public back in 1997 was Amazon.
I think I've heard of it.
Remember them? And so one of Jeff Bezos's quotes is, if there's a 10% chance that I can make 100 times my money, I'll take that bet every time. So
and clearly he has,
He's done all right. So the richest man in the world from time to time. Right now, he's getting a little competition from Elon Musk, who is they're stepping up, and then the other one, depending on the value of their stock, they're flipping back and forth. But if you would have purchased Amazon stock when it first became public, then if you would have bought $1,000 worth of that stock today, that would be worth 2.2 million.
Ooh.
So that's $1,000 investment in a company that's going public. 24 years later, that $1,000 is now worth 2.2 million. So you took some risk, because back then there were a lot of companies going public then too, and who knew which ones were going to make it and which ones weren't. You didn't know. But you can do some research, because when most companies go public, they've already been in business for 15 to 20 years.
Wow.
So
how do I do that though? I mean, is that where you can help me? How do I do that and say, okay, I've got this $1,000, and how do I know how much risk to take? I mean, surely if I'd left that $1,000 in the savings account, it wouldn't have grown, right? So I can't just sit there and hope it'll all grow if I tuck it away.
So Jeff Bezos likes that 100 times your money. If you would have put it in a savings account, that $1,000, instead of 100 times your money, you would have 100 extra dollars. So 1,000 would be $1,100 or $1,200.
Or a couple million. I like the million, please.
I'll take the 2.2 million.
Yeah, I'd like that plan. But seriously, how do I know? I mean,
Yeah,
giving a call is the first step, right? And you'll walk me through.
Because we research all those companies. We'll figure out how much of your money should you be risking like that. And then how much of your money should be safe, where you're only getting a small return, how much should be in between, maybe in just the overall stock market. And we'll begin to help you figure that out. How much risk do I take, and what kind of a reward do I expect for the risk I'm taking?
But the first step is to give a call today.
Yeah, you can reach us at 844-CARLSON or carlsonfinancial.com.
Great. Thanks, Carl.